welcome back to the stew. We in the stew. Hey, yo, turn me up. Guys, pause for the cause. The tambourine done slipped out my hand. Woo! Everybody that watches my video has something to say about the tambourine. We have to name the tambourine. What? Oh, we have to give it a spicy name. Comments. What should we name the tambourine? Look, guys, we're coming before you right quick and right fast because I am committed to going to the gym today. And I've got a hot 28 minutes before my son bursts through those doors with no type of act right. Using 2 cameras today. Shout out to Jess. I'm trying to be my own camera woman and make this all make sense. So, guys, can we talk about something that I had been struggling with? Can we just get into it right quick, right fast? I want to talk to us about grieving, but not in the sense of someone that you love or care about has passed away and that you will no longer see them again in the physical realm. I'm talking about the death of a relationship and you are now grieving a person that is living, eating, drinking, breathing, possibly in your vicinity. My God. Do you have time today? Saints, will there be one? Will there be one? I have found this to be a very, very difficult situation. It's very difficult, my friend. Just like in death, it is the end of something. Death is very final in the physical realm. Death is final. I cannot physically see my father again, right? But I feel his presence, like he's here with me now. Hello. So that's a different type of grieving, I now rely on videos, photos, memories, conversation about him to give me peace, right? We know Dad's never coming back again, but he implanted some things in us. I can hold on to him for the rest of my life. Thank you, Lord. But there is something to be said about grieving a relationship and or a person that you may run into at Glenbrook Mall. My God. You may bump shoulders with her or him at Music Lovers Lounge. Saying somebody talk back to me. I don't know. You might run into him at church. I don't know. That's a different type of, what do we even want to call it? I don't even know what to call it, but I'm going to just say that for me is when life gets to really lifing, because now I have to mature to a level in my mind and my mental and my spirit that when I see you, I don't pop off. The ending of a season. Certain things must come to an end. Some things come to an end and we're completely out of control. Some of us have had to make decisions to say, you know what? This doesn't serve me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, whichever way, wherever you find yourself on the grieving process, right? If you're grieving a person, grieving sucks, right? Because you just go through highs and lows. Like, let me just use, for example, my grieving process with my father. I knew my father was sick, okay? So I feel like the Lord was kind of preparing me for his transition. He was sick. He was declining, all the things. He passed away. We had a funeral. His physical body went into the ground. Now there is a memorial site that I can go and visit this site, this site, because my daddy ain't up in there. Like, I can visit this site now to bring me some type of peace, right? I know Daddy is not coming back. There are steps and phases to that. Some of us have lost people abruptly. No sickness, no issues, and boom, a loved one is taken from you. Okay, so there's grief. So it's very up and down. There are highs and there are lows. Some moments I'm like, I can talk about my dad and I can feel great and I'm excited about his life. Other moments I'm like, Lord, why'd you take him from me? Other moments I just want to cry. Other moments I'm mad. It's literally an up and down process for me, because I have allowed myself to grieve when I feel like in a healthy way. It has gotten better. Where there used to be days I couldn't get out the bed, I can cry in the car on my way to work and I'm cool. Like, I just have accepted that Daddy is no longer coming back. Even though it sucks, it is a part of life and I must move on. There is truly no difference with this relationship over here that has served its purpose. Its season is now over. And for whatever reason, you, ma'am or sir, must depart from my life. So what if there was a solid relationship there? Like, what if it was a best friend? What if it was an ex-husband or wife? Or what if you have an estranged family member? Again, it may have been in your control. It may not have been. So let's deal with first, if it was someone that you had a part in cutting ties with. It doesn't make it no easier, because when you're thinking about, well, this is where I want to go. Unfortunately, right now in this season, you're not adding anything to the journey, anything in a positive way. So maybe we just need to shake the dust right here and right now. Maybe we'll come back around. Maybe we won't. But I have to be obedient to the process, right? You have the control in that situation. It still hurts. I still think about him or her. I still miss my cousin. I still miss my BFF. You know what I mean? Was the divorce the right thing? Like, I don't know what your situation is. Just think of a situation where you had to cut ties with someone for whatever reason. Could have been trampling on your boundaries. Could have been disrespect. Could have been he or she was trying to step to your man. I don't know. So you think about that situation. You have the control in that situation. You had to let this person go. It still hurts. You still think of this person. There was a routine. So you find yourself maybe wanting to text this person or reach out. Or maybe you feel like, oh my God, was this a good idea? Should I have let them go? I don't know. Like all the things, stages of grief with the living. So then there's that other scenario where there's the person that may have cut you off. Oh, everybody at time or two been cut off. You may be wondering why now your friend got married. She don't mess with you no more. Maybe we decided to go to another place of worship. They don't mess with you no more. Maybe we just grown apart and I didn't want to accept it. And this person had to make the move. Like who knows? But for me, sis and sir, I think it is difficult to try to start to grieve a relationship and knowing that it's over, knowing that you still may run into the sis or the sir. Because seeing them, it literally is like a flood of emotion, whether it be happy, sad, I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious, I don't know what to do. Like, I've been in that situation. I will say, God has given me like time, out of sight, out of mind, so that I can deal like in my own way. It kind of like prepares me for the day that I do see the person. It's like, oh, okay, I think we're healing. I don't want to smack you. I don't know. Or I don't want to say smack because it's all breakups and all season endings are not negative. I just want us to think of this idea of grieving people that are living. It's possible, it hurts, and it's difficult. Don't let nobody tell you it is. Let's think about the most traditional way. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay? We're together all the time. We're talking on the phone, we're texting, we're going to sleep, all those things. And then boom, something happened. Y'all know, you've been 16 in love. Have you ever been 16 and in love and in high school and your parents couldn't tell you nothing? And for some reason, Raheem then went on to mess with Brenda. And now you're over here and you're sick. You won't eat. Your butt hurt. And you got to see Raheem every day at school with Brenda. I know I ain't the only one that had a little high school heartbreak. Can I get a witness? The tambourine is serving its purpose today. Some of y'all kids are grieving in high school. Y'all better check on them kids. My husband comes home and tell me all the time about them high school boys and when their hearts be broken. And I be like, I be like, babe, pray for them. I feel so bad because us as parents think, oh, they're young, they'll be fine. No, y'all kids be legit going through stuff that they're trying to process and grieve and make understanding of what's going on in their life, all while trying to figure out their own minds. Like, y'all better I don't want to go there, Lord. Y'all better check on your kids. You better check on your kids. Amen. Grieving the living. Grieving the living. It's a tricky thing. Is it or is it not? Because for me, once I have had to make some very mature decisions to say, hey, unfortunately, we're not meant to continue on this path together. That takes some real maturity to like have those hard conversations, knowing that I don't necessarily want to let you go, but I'm getting a strong tug and pull to let you go. So there's no beef. I'm not mad at you, but it's just not for us right now. Okay, those are hard things to face, because let me tell you what some of us do. Can I tell y'all what some of us do? Lord, be a prop today, Father. He's always on time. Hold on. Lord, be a prop. Lord, make it make sense. Because this rose is obviously dead. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, when we are holding on to something that God the Father or your instinct or whoever you believe in told you that you should have let go? It will begin to wither. Holding on to things that have no life. You know why it broke this easy? Because there's no life. There has been no water. There has been no nutrients. There's been nothing to pour into this twig to make it live again. Some of us be holding on to this, and now you wonder why you are starting to feel dead. You hold on to dead things that then start to taint you, taint your mindset, taint your mission, taint the very thing that God told you to do, because you can't even figure it out. Lord, I don't know what's going on, but you over here holding on to things that the Lord told you to let go because you're scared, because you're comfortable. Cut the tie. My God, do it today, Lord. There's a word in the house. I feel like for me, I'm a whole grown ass woman now, y'all, because I have had to have some very hard and uncomfortable conversations, all because I am very intentional about my free mindset. And I've been depressed before, and I refuse to let anyone take me down that road. So situation where I got to be honest and have a hard conversation, and you may or may not accept this truth, and you may want to walk away from tea.
I have no problem with that.
I was a person that was holding on to things and situations and doctrines because of comfort, because of loyalty, because of what they might think, what they might say. And I'm dying inside. My mental health is failing. I'm not sleeping at night. Hashtag make it make sense. It don't. Grieving people that are still walking around this earth is difficult. I'm just saying. Think about a relationship that, I don't know, for you. I don't know. And when divorce just popped into my mind, like, people get divorced every other day. Do you know, like, I can't even imagine at this point, like, how you go from doing life, like you're doing life with someone, and then, do you know, I can't imagine the grief. And I've seen people go through divorce, but I've also seen people act like they was cool about it, or I've seen people normalize divorce. So it's like, oh, I'm getting divorced, I'm having a divorce party. What? That's a whole nother video. Some of you may be experiencing grief right now and didn't know it was grief because you were taught that you only grieve when someone dies and physically leaves this earth. Not true. All things must come to some type of an end. Some things are coming to an end for something else beautiful, bigger and better to blossom. Some things are coming to an end because they're stunting your growth. Some things may be coming to an end because you're stunting someone else's growth. Like, there are so many little moving pieces and parts to it, but just know grief is real. Grief is an up and down situation. I'm not trying to be in nobody's business today. I just know that I struggled with this. I struggle with, like, we're family. There's no way on earth we could never not talk. I got friends that are actually closer to me than some of my family. So it's just like, why would I keep you and you take from me? And things that make you go, come on, y'all. Some of us, if we just learn to think for ourselves and stop believing what everybody else tells us, or stop believing what social media tells us, and just think deeply within and pray to God to give you some insight, you would be shocked at how smart you are, that you can make real life decisions for yourself. Some of us be in chaos, live in chaos in our minds, simply because we want to continue to ignore what we know we should be doing. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a you problem, not a me problem. We're taking a collection today. This is good. I kind of want to, let's pause. Okay, and for y'all real smart, educated folks, let me just give you the Webster's Dictionary definition of grief, okay? Deep sorrow, especially that is caused by someone's death, okay? Deep sorrow. Some similar words: sorrow, misery, sadness, anguish, pain, distress, agony. Haven't you felt all this with a breakup? Whether it been with a friend, a coworker, a family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, haven't you felt this? Trouble, annoyance, bothersome, irritation. Grief is a natural response to loss. Sis and sir, we're gonna leave it right there. Grief is a natural response to losing something or someone. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be dead. So you're not crazy. This is my life. This is my core of people. Like, we all vibe within the circle we lit. Okay, you over here now. And that's okay. Because when I see you, hey, how are you? Good. Pew, pew, pew. That's what that kind of looks like. Like, I'm not mad. There's no beef. I can look at you and not feel hurt. But sometimes I wonder, what could have been? Man, it's crazy that they're like not in my life anymore. Grief on any level needs to be dealt with. You can't walk around here angry and mad at the world because you don't know how to handle your emotions. Y'all better go and see somebody. I know a couple counselors. They can probably get you on their books. Y'all better go see about your mental health. it mattered. All right, guys. That's pretty much all I had to say to us today. I am determined to get to the gym. I'm not motivated. I was motivated like 2 hours ago, and now I'm not. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it anyway. All right. Love you, mean it. Bye.